This is part one of No Jointer, No Planer, No Problem. There are those of us, when starting out woodworking, we don't necessarily have all the tools needed to make life easy. However, with a little bit of time and creative problem solving, we can flatten boards and still make a quality product. What I'm doing here is using a couple of cork coasters to bring the board that I glued up off the flat surface of the table saw. This will give me a bit of room to adjust the table saw blade and bring the board as close to level as I can get it and allow me to nail the MDF strips to the outside. The MDF strips will act as my level surface, and the blade will remove the high spots as I pass the board over the blade. Now, this is how I'm able to get my boards flat. Please note that this process is dangerous and I am taking a risk of injury doing it this way. This is not by any means considered a how to and should be viewed as entertainment only. This process takes a while with a single blade, and if I had a dado stack, I would definitely use that instead of stacking multiple blades as I'm doing now. From here, I'm bringing the blade up just to the point that it touches the workpiece, and I pass it over the blade and raise the blade until it makes a cut along the entire piece. Even with three blades, it takes a while. Here I'm taking a pass and moving the fence over about 3/16 of an inch each time. Here you can see that I didn't have the blade quite high enough and now have to make a second run, raising the blade just a little bit. In the video, it looks like I'm taking two passes each time. I'm actually rotating the board 180 degrees to speed up the process a bit, something that I forgot to do the first run. Now that that's over, the board is flat on this side. However, the blades have made a series of grooves down the length of the piece. I'll take care of that during the sanding phase. Now on to the other side. Here I'm sanding using a Craftsman 5-inch random orbital sander, and I start off with 40 grit, moving to 80 grit once the grooves that were made by the blades are removed. I think the total sanding time for both sides using 40 and then moving to 80 took all of maybe 5 minutes. And that's it. Stay tuned for part two, where I use another technique to get the boards flat. And like the title of the video says, no joiner, no planer, no problem. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content.